The minute you see him, you know. It's Mike Holmes. Welcome.
Good morning.
It's so nice to have you here, star of the new show that premieres tonight on HGTV Canada, Holmes Makes It Right. You're a phenomenon, and it just doesn't stop. It's amazing the success you've had with the shows and with the books. What's this one about now?
Holmes Makes It Right. You know, I love my job. I love the opportunity to help people that are in trouble. But I would say that Holmes Makes It Right is just a bigger spectrum of opportunity. In other words, you know, High Park. We did the playground. It burnt down. Why should I make it right? It could be any type of story, so it's very story-driven. It seems to be a lot more work, I got to tell you, because a lot of them were about $500,000 jobs, including High Park. It's just big, big projects with great stories and a great ending. I think a lot of people are going to like it.
Well, that's the thing. You go in and you fix messes that contractors, other contractors had left behind, or doing homes inspections. So now that's the sense I was getting from this as well. It's sort of a bigger story. It's not just that there's been a construction mishap.
It doesn't have to be a smoking gun. That's
right. There's someone that's
anything.
really in need.
Yeah, I might have to go fix the airport. Who knows? Or put a condo in there because I'm there so many times.
Huge public transit system, right?
Yeah, can you do subways?
Can you do that?
I think you need a hot tub in here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, we'll take that. What would you say, Mike, during the filming, was there one that resonated with you the most? Was it High Park? Because I know I've seen some footage from that, and the kids were so thankful.
Well, that was really good. I liked that. There's one that I'm just about to finish, actually. I reveal it tomorrow, believe it or not. And this one is kind of gotten to me because a kitchen company has been charged with fraud. They took 70 families. I always say the good, the bad, and the ugly. These are the real ugly. I will be speaking with the fraud department, the Crown Attorney. I will be a star witness in court, and I will do my damnedest to make sure they go to jail. Absolutely go to jail.
Mike, is there anything that consumers can do so that they're not taken? I mean, this happens time and time again. People buy a house, their dream home, and then they find out only later that there's something wrong with it. What can we do?
There's really not much you can do other than make sure you do your homework. If you're going to buy a house, check the area for termites. Go on any website and just say search for termites. It'll show you the area of termites. And you can go on about oil tanks in the ground. The more information you do, the more education you move on, the less chances you have of getting in trouble. I call it like caught in a trap, like Elvis Presley. Once you're in that trap, you've got a problem. If I find asbestos in your home and no one else took a look, no one even thought to have it checked, now that's your problem. That means once you know, you can't sell that house without disclosing it. So this is like, sometimes they say ignorance is bliss, and I don't know if that's quite true. I would rather know going in than find out being there and then having to deal with it afterwards.
I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask, do you ever come across a project where you think, I can't make that right?
No.
No, you can always make it right. You can always make it right.
It's easy. That's what I do.
Yeah. Mike, does this ever get you down?
You know, the part that gets me down is that I can't help everyone. Out of all the stories that I see, imagine when I go do a keynote speaker where I'm standing and I've got a husband and wife in front of me because they stand up and they're coming up with an envelope. I know exactly what they're going to do. They've been to the website, they're trying to get a hold of me, and they've come to a place where they know I'm going to be, and they start crying in front of thousands of people. Yeah. It has affected them so personally, and that affects me, because I look at them and I ask them questions and everything else, and I'll tell them to send it back in, but I can't help everyone, and that's the hard part of my world.
Right, and if it was I don't know, if it was a business that was, in many respects, more on the up and up, well, you wouldn't probably have the same career that you've got, but people wouldn't always have to be overly suspicious. I mean, it is kind of you almost have to presume the worst in this business, don't you?
I don't want people to be, you know, people have said to me, you terrify me, I'm afraid to buy a house, I'm afraid to hire. Don't be afraid, be educated. You know what, you go buy a car, what do? You check it out, you go online, you test drive, you look under the hood, you look underneath, you feel it. You know, we really check out more things when we buy something else other than the house. Why? Because we buy by illusion. We buy a house that, oh my God, I love the house. The wife says, I love the kitchen. The husband says, oh look, there's a garage and a workshop in the basement. But they're not really buying, they're not looking. Is there aluminum wiring? Is there knob and tube? What's the age of the house? Before 1980, it's a 50-50 chance there's asbestos in the plaster, vermiculite in the attic, and asbestos in tiles.
And we still do that.
It's overwhelming. overwhelming.
Oh, there's so much to look
It's
for.
still an
when-
emotional purchase.
Yes.
In spite of all
Yes.
of this
Yeah,
that's
information.
true.
We tend to go, oh my God, I want this house, and then we look for a home inspector. That's kind of backwards.
Mike?
Go find a home inspector first.
Yeah.
And then, exactly, then buy the house. Explain to people, as they're walking around today, they may think they see you everywhere. It's Spot a Super Homes contest happening between 11 and 4 today around the city. So what is this?
I'd like to call them the Michael-likes.
The Michael-likes,
We're going to
yeah.
be out and about today, somewhere specific downtown, and there's going to be, you got a chance to win $5,000. Secondary, $2,500 worth of rock salt, so if you're going to insulate in the future, obviously I love the insulation. $2,500 also worth of Milwaukee tools, so I think that's pretty cool that somebody can win something. And I think you guys are giving something away, yes?
Yeah, so that's everything that is being given away. And you can go follow at HGTV Canada on Twitter for locations. As Mike said, it's $5,000 in cash. The Roxel, is that how you say it, Roxel?
Yep.
There it is there.
Yeah, the better insulation and the Milwaukee tools, all valued at $2,500. Now, that's with the Super Homes contest. We, right now, for our viewers, have a Milwaukee M12. Here we go. Thank you. And the coat. D-Man, you want to hold that up? Thank you, sir. A Milwaukee M12 red heated jacket worth $200. What's this? What's this, Mike?
That would be your battery and charger. And what happens is you charge it, you put it in the coat, and you can actually turn it on and it warms you. It's like wearing an electric blanket.
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
I want a jacket like
That's
that.
awesome. We're $200. Go to morningshow.ca for your chance to win this right now. And again, follow on Twitter at HGTV Canada for location clues with Spot a Super Homes contest. Mike Holmes, Holmes Makes It Right, premieres tonight on HGTV Canada. Always a pleasure to see you.
Nice to see you.
And still the best smelling guest we've ever had on.
Wow.
Gonna say.
Ever.
From here, you got that?
You're like,
Here.
just when you walked by before.
Wow.